Welcome to another English listening story. Today you'll hear a touching diary entry by a girl named Lina. She writes about her day and her deep feelings for the children in Palestine. Listen carefully and feel every word with your heart.
My name is Lina. I am 11 years old. I live in a small, quiet town with my mom, dad, and my little brother Sammy. Every night before I sleep, I write in you, my special diary. You are my secret friend. You know all my thoughts and feelings. But tonight my heart feels very heavy. I need to write more. My day started like any other. I woke up when the soft morning light touched my face. My mom smiled at me and said, "Good morning, my little sunshine." She gave me a glass of warm milk and made my favorite breakfast. Bread with strawberry jam and a boiled egg with a tiny pinch of salt. She knows I like it just that way. At 8 a.m., my dad drove me to school. He played my favorite songs in the car and joked about how I sing louder than the radio. I laughed and told him, "It's because I have a superstar voice." He said, "Of course you do, Lina." In school, I sat beside my best friend Ria. We shared our snacks and made silly faces when the teacher wasn't looking. During math class, our teacher showed us a funny video about numbers dancing. The whole class laughed so hard, even our teacher giggled. It was a happy, normal day. Until I came home. When I walked into the living room, the TV was on. The news was showing something scary, something sad. A place called Palestine. I saw children running through dusty streets, their faces full of fear. Some were crying, some were bleeding, some were just lying still. The sound of bombs, sirens, and shouting filled the screen. I froze. I didn't understand. I asked my mum, "Why are those kids crying? What happened to them?" She looked at me with eyes full of pain. She took a deep breath and said, "There is a war happening, Lina. Those children are in danger." She didn't say more, but her silence said everything. I sat on the couch, unable to move. My heart felt strange, like it was being squeezed. Those kids, they looked just like me. They had backpacks like mine. They wore bright t-shirts and messy ponytails. They looked like they were on their way to school, not to run for their lives. I went to my room and sat on the floor. I looked around, at my bed, my books, my soft pillows, the drawings I made on the wall, and I thought, what if all this was gone tomorrow? What if I never got to see my family again? I looked out the window at the sky. The clouds were soft and peaceful, but somewhere far away other kids were looking at smoke, at broken houses, at fear. I picked up one of my dolls, the one I've had since I was 5. I hugged her tightly. Then I looked at Sammy, my little brother. He was playing with his toy car, making vroom sounds and laughing. I walked over and hugged him. He didn't know why, but he hugged me back and smiled. I tried not to cry in front of him. But later, diary, I cried. A lot. Not because I was hurt, but because they are. Because it's not fair. I eat 3 meals a day. They search for food in rubble. I sleep in a cozy bed with a nightlight. They sleep under the sky, with fear as their blanket. I kept thinking, what if I was born in Palestine? Would I still be writing in you, dear diary? Would I have crayons? Would I have books? Would I have dreams? My teacher once said, every child deserves peace, but I now know. Many children don't have it, and it breaks my heart. Tonight I lit a small candle by my window. I closed my eyes and prayed. I don't know if it will help, but I believe that love travels. I believe that kindness can reach faraway places. I promise, diary, I will write about them every night. I will talk about them in school. I will draw pictures of hope, because even if I am small, my heart is big, and love is powerful. So good night, my sweet diary. Please carry my words across the stars. Tell the children of Palestine that I am thinking of them, that they are not alone, that a little girl named Lina is dreaming of peace for them. With all my heart, Lina.